What's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video we're going to go over GTA 5 Online's weekly update for August 12th to August 19th 2021. So if you guys are looking for the best money making methods and sales of the week, this video is for you. So to get us started off for the week, we have this week's podium vehicle, which is the Michelli GT. It's a little bit of a different style of vehicle from most of the vehicles in the game. I really do like this vehicle. It's definitely unique, and for free you can't complain. I haven't won the vehicle, but I do like the look of it, and I like the way the paint job and everything's done on it. So definitely go ahead and spin the wheel for this week to win that vehicle. And then you have the prize vehicle of the week, which is the Futo GTX. I do actually have this vehicle and own it, and I really do recommend you guys try to win this vehicle. To win that vehicle, all you have to do is win 3 sprint races 4 days in a row to win that prize. And then if you head on over to Legendary Motorsports, you'll see the Vector is a new vehicle in the game, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. If you guys are into the newest content, this is one of the newer vehicles in the game. And then if we stay on Legendary Motorsports, you'll see the sales of the week. We have the Tygon for 1.6 million. I will be honest with you guys, all the sales are the same for this week as it was last week. We just have some content updates and money making method updates. So again, we have the Italy GTO on sale for $1.1 million. I really do like this vehicle. As I said last week, very nice vehicle. Highly recommend you guys pick it up, especially at a discounted rate. And then if we head on over to Legendary Motorsports, we actually have the Vapid LE. So the Vapid is actually a pretty nice vehicle as well, and there's not much vehicle sales this week, just like last week, because the sales are the same. Not much going on here, just those 2 on Legendary Motorsports and 1 on Super San Andreas Superautos.com. And then if we move on over to Warstock Cash and Carry, we actually have the Squatty that is on sale for around $800,000, just shy of that, and you guys can pick this up for a significant discount. I know a lot of people do want to pick that up. And then we have the RO86 for another discount as well, so you guys can pick this up, one of the bigger aircrafts in the game. So definitely something you might want to pick up again, especially if you were trying to get that last week and you've been saving up and thought you missed a sale. You still have the opportunity to go ahead and pick that up. And then if you move over to Dynasty Executive, we have CEO offices on sale for another week, and they keep these on sale. Maze Bank West is the cheapest for $500,000, but you can always get the Maze Bank Tower if you guys are trying to flex on your friends. But this game has definitely evolved over the last few months for sure, and year, because you don't really need a CEO office as a priority as much as you used to, but definitely something I recommend you pick up, at least the Maze Bank West. Everyone should have one. Definitely makes things a lot easier. So go ahead and pick that up for a 50% off discount. One of our better sales of the week, if you ask me. And then if you are a Prime Gaming member, you guys can get the Blackfin for sale for $140,000 still. So that's actually a pretty good deal, significant discount there. And then you actually can also pick up the BR8, which is the better sale of the two, more popular open wheel vehicle, the BR8 for $1.7 million if you are a Prime Gaming member. And of course, you guys can get the auto shop if you are already previously a Prime Gaming member. You get the auto shop for free, the Strawberry location, so definitely take advantage of your Prime Gaming benefits. If you'd like to sign up for Prime Gaming, the link will be in the description box below. So that will bring us to our money making methods for the week, and one of our money making methods for the week is through the Adversary Mode, Siege Mentality. Just press start, go to online, then go to jobs, and then you'll actually find the Adversary Mode, and you have to just find Siege Mentality. This is definitely one of the more popular ones for the week. I'm sure it's going to be pretty popular, but I will warn you guys that this is not something everyone's going to enjoy. It is somewhat competitive and can definitely stress you guys out, but I ended up playing the first one. You guys can play all of them for 2 times money and 2 times RP this week. So you'll see here, you spawn in with 2 teams. So you have one team that's defending an area. You have to stay within that area and like lock down that area. Don't let anyone infiltrate the area, and just hold out and try to survive. And then the other group is actually just trying to attack and take over that area. Very simple. The problem is the attackers actually have unlimited lives, but they only spawn in with like really poor weapons. So it kind of makes it very difficult for the attackers to win. And then the people that are locking down or defending the area have limited lives. They only have 1 life, as well as they get really good weapons. So you can see at the beginning I really got dogged on. So if you're the attackers, I don't get too frustrated. I did rage quite a bit playing this. So if you are a rager or try to be competitive, you are at a significant disadvantage as an attacker. So if you're on the attacking team, it's pretty much a write-off unless you get a good squad or at least know the map, because that was a huge problem. Knowing the maps gives you a huge advantage. So for this map, getting up on top of this roof, a little pro tip, will give you a huge advantage. You guys can definitely take advantage of this 2 times money, 2 times RP money making method, and it's really good for your kill death ratio, I'll be honest with you, and really good for RP. So I had quite a bit of fun once I ended up becoming the attacker. I lost the first 2 rounds, but then after that I was able to defeat the defenders and become a defender, and I won the rest of the rounds. So I ended up winning $73,000, and if I had won those first 2 rounds, I would have won around 100,000, and I put in 700,000 RP approximately for that mission, and I actually enjoyed myself after not being the attacker. But if you're the attacker, it's definitely probably not going to be for you guys. And then if you go ahead and go to races, you guys will actually see that the pursuit races are all 2 times money and 2 times RP. I ended up completing one of these races in my custom vehicle, so that's something you guys want to keep in mind with these races. At 2 times money and RP, a lot of people will be playing this playlist, but the problem is a lot of people have custom vehicles and will enable custom vehicles, and you can see very clearly that I have a significant advantage because whoever hosted this lobby left the custom vehicles on, and I had a very high-end custom vehicle and most of them didn't. So if you are a player that doesn't have a custom vehicle all maxed out and all that, and it's not going to be advantageous to you, turn off custom vehicles because it's really unfair to you. You're just putting yourself at a significant disadvantage, because I crashed several times and still ended up winning this race. So that's something to keep in mind, is always turn off custom vehicles if you don't have a good high-end maxed out custom vehicle. And then as well as something to keep in mind is when you see these roadblocks, just go to the left or right of them. Don't try to bust through them, and you're going to be at a disadvantage too if you haven't done these races before, because there is no locked route or path. So after you play these a few times, you start to find little shortcuts and ways to become more efficient and effective at completing these, and you'll complete with people that will play the same race over and over and over again, and they have like a pre-made path in their mind and they cut off like a whole minute or 2 minutes off the race, and you're wondering why you're losing consistently. So this will be a good way to get RP. But as for money making method, I'm not a huge fan of races, as you guys already know. I say that every time when it's a race, because performance is a key factor in your payout, and I do not like that. Performance and the number of players competing definitely determine your payout, but you get good RP and you get good reputation level for the car meet, but you only get 11,000. So I ended up winning 11,000 for about 4 minutes of race time, but you end up spending around 5 minutes in there. And you can see that the people that didn't place near the top, they ended up getting around 7,000, 5,000, and 800. So that's not that much money, not a great money making method, but definitely decent for the RP and reputation level for the car meet. And then we have this week's time trial, which will grant you $100,000 if you complete it in under the 2-minute mark at 1 minute and 41 seconds. All you have to do is beat it on under 1 minute and 41 seconds, and you'll be rewarded with $100,000. So this is the northern part of the map. I always recommend you get on the Lampadati 801 or whatever vehicle you plan on using, starting the time trial, and then pressing start, going to your map and placing a waypoint. Just gives you a general idea of where you should be going, and then hold Y or triangle to reset the time trial. You'll still have your waypoint set there, and you'll be able to actually go ahead and complete the time trial. So you'll see I have my motorcycle halfway in, halfway out of the circle, and I spin my back wheel trying to get ready to accelerate, and I wheelie right out the gate, and I'll probably push over to one of the shoulders, whether it be the left or the right, but I don't like the left shoulder too long because I'm going to end up actually going against the traffic, and I do not want to go against the traffic. Again, I'm using the Lampadati 801 fully upgraded. That's something to keep in mind. It is cheap. It's only $15,000 to buy the motorcycle, but you do need to buy the upgrades for this motorcycle to be viable for a lot of the time trials. So definitely a very cheap beginning vehicle if you guys are trying to make money fast using this money making method. But again, if you have something like a Vista 8 or some super speedy vehicle, go ahead and use that. You see I continue on the right hand side of the road. I don't end up going against the traffic too often. Just make sure that you're going in the shoulder of the road and wheeling as much as possible to keep your acceleration up. If you can't wheelie by pulling back on your thumbstick, it's super important that you press forward. That way you can maintain control and still get a little bit of an advantage when it comes to your acceleration. So again, if you just follow the path that I'm taking here, it's very, very simple, very easy. Not complicated at all actually, so you guys should be able to get this in like your first 2 or 3 tries. I think I got it my first try when I did this time trial, so I can't complain at all. Definitely an easy $100,000 in the account. But you'll see here this turn that we're going to take up around this bend. Be cautious, you'll tend to crash here. You'll see I actually hit the brakes a few times. You'll see my brake light go on, and then I actually take a right here. So you want to turn off the side of the road into the finish line, and I end up getting my $100,000 quite easily. So that will conclude our money making method of the week. Hopefully this helps you guys save some money and make some money. If you liked the video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.